Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Shad, and today we are here with a solo player video once again. You saw the title, you saw the thumbnail, you saw the tweets that I was bringing out or tweeting out. Today we're here to talk about Michael Porter Jr. and it is going to be a bit of a ramble about Michael Porter Jr. I don't really have notes written down or anything or any plays that I want to look at. This is simply a 10-minute ramble on the good season that MPJ is having, both offensively, defensively, as a playmaker now, as a passer, and just all of the things that are coming together in the absence of Jamal early in the season to produce what is a really effective two-way year so far for MPJ. So I have some notes that are just like stats and like career high or season highs and stuff like that. So if I'm looking over here, it's just to reference some stats. That's all. Everything else off the dome ski. Where do we start with Michael Porter Jr.? First of all, let's start with the obvious, I guess. Let's talk about the scoring. So far on the year, 17 points, 8 rebounds, 47 from the field, 38 from three, which is, it's pretty low to his standards. Like you look at MPJ and you're looking at like a 43, 44, 42. He's at 38 right now. It's a little bit of a dip. He's had a couple games where it's been abysmal. I will not even sugarcoat it. It's been pretty bad shooting wise on some nights for him, but there were some electric nights that have been saving his percentage so far, and one of those was the 7 of 12 from three-point performance against the Rockets on the 29th of November. That game so far this season is his magnum opus. It is the MPJ game that we look to, because not only did he score 30 points, not only did he drop 7 threes, not only did he grab 10 boards, not only did he take a steal or get a steal, the man had 5 assists, which for MPJ, a man who's notorious for not knowing when to pass, how to pass, or being a passer in general, now has been stringing together a couple of games lately of 4 assists against the Suns, 2 assists against the Kings, 5, like I said, against the Rockets, 3 against the Clippers. Earlier in the year, he had 3 against the Pelicans. He had 3 against the Grizzlies. And these are low numbers. Obviously, we're talking about 3 assists, for God's sake, in an offense where the ball is supposed to be moving a lot, right? MPJ is a play finisher. That's what he has been since coming into the NBA, and that is what I think he will continue to be in general as an NBA player, right? The growth from him to turn into a sharpshooting play ender to a two-way offensive play extender and play connector has been a very welcome piece of growth from Michael Porter Jr. And obviously we won a championship with MPJ not being a great passer. Like, that is no surprise there. And he's definitely a better one this year than he was last year. But having this new ability, especially with Jamal Murray out, it's crucial. It's crucial. And I think for his own personal development, we all wanted to see him be more on ball, create more, not just for himself, but for other people, and play within a different type of role during this time. And I think in the season as a whole, he has been doing that, from being an effective two-way player, which we will talk about a little bit more in a couple minutes, to being able to make passes like faking going up for your own layup, finding the man on the open wing for an open three, or the slick bounce passes, or that one pass to Jokic when he was curling to the paint and MPJ hit him with a nice, it's a very simple pass, right? Over the top, or over the left shoulder, whatever, cross body, over top of the defender into the paint. It was a pretty pinpoint pass though. And I think that's why a lot of people were really impressed, because the whole motion, right? The pass style into the placement, Jokic was able to catch it in stride, one hand, left-handed, and just go right up. It's those little moments right there, the encouraging signs of growth that make me really happy, because we've won a championship already. The Denver Nuggets have a title, and the goal isn't just one championship. Every player knows that, but I feel like there's a tendency as an individual to kind of take a step back if you've won a title, especially really early in your career. It's really easy to just stay stagnant, and MPJ is a really good player. I think with just a little bit more volume and a little bit more raw production numbers, like the version of MPJ we saw last year is an all-star. The MPJ this year with slightly worse shooting numbers, but more skills on the court, Michael Passer Jr., Michael may swing the rock sometimes, Porter Jr., Michael, I'm gonna find the open man, Porter Jr., Michael, hey, Maybe it's not me this time, Porter Jr. There are a couple of different things that he's picked up on this season, and the defensive side of it is another thing. One of the things that I noticed as I was just looking at his season stats overall, every game except for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games this season where MPJ has not had a steal or a block. The rest of the games, he has. And even if it's just 1 or 2, him being active on that side of the ball, him being effective in a sit-down stance, being able to guard different types of wings, and sometimes being able to step out on a guard, being able to guard a Luka for a couple of possessions that were really strong, being able to play backline help, being able to grab a couple blocks per game and save a possession at the rim. It's all been coming together, and it's been something that I've been talking about. First of all, in the last video I made about MPJ last season, where I was like, I apologize, Michael Porter Jr. But this season as well, I think he's taken a step up defensively, especially on ball in terms of moving his feet, switching his hips when it's time to guard a change of direction or a misdirection move or anything of the sort. He's becoming a really effective defender. And that's just about where we need Michael Porter Jr. to be. And that, I think that's the scariest part about what his growth is because we're looking at, the point output this season, right? He has games with 30. He had a game with 20, or a couple games with 25. I think he's had 4 this season so far. 5 games of 25 plus. He scored 20 points multiple times. The man is putting the ball in the bucket, even though his percentages are lower, and we want to see some sort of 2019 MPJ efficiency come back. But if it means that he becomes a good defender, if it means that he becomes a reliable passer, not just someone who passes just to pass the ball or to continue a play, but creating a play with the pass, using your own scoring gravity in order to make a play and create an opening. And he's been doing that several times offensively, and defensively, he's been really aggressive on the rebounds. He's been really aggressive as a help defending blocker. And I think overall just really proud of the growth that I'm seeing from MPJ, because I think a lot of people understand that I was someone who wasn't too keen on having MPJ be like the championship third option heading into last season. Boy, was I wrong. Was I wrong ever? And I am happy that I continue to be wrong about that past take. I will make sure that moving forward, MPJ will have the word. He will have the positive word for me on his on-court play. And I will continue to stick by him because I'm done doubting him. I think he's shown more than enough times, especially during this middle or early part of the season, where he's being asked to step up in a couple of different ways with the injuries that have been happening to the team. AG has been out for a couple of games already as well. So that's 2 starters that now MPJ kind of has to fill in the production for, right? And on both ends, I think he's been delivering to some degree. There's still some problems on both sides of the ball, right? Not the strongest dribbler still. He's attacking the basket more, which is phenomenal. He's attacking the basket. I think he's shooting like 72% in the restricted area, which is nuts. I'm not really worried about the 38% from 3. I'm really spoiled, by the way. First of all, I'm complaining about 38% from 3 from MPJ, which is just like, why am I complaining? The man is shooting above league average, and I think I'm just gonna stop complaining. I'm gonna stop complaining about the bad 3-point attempts. I mean, the last 2 games he's gone 1 for 9 or 1 for 10. So there is some cause for concern. He's taken a lot of threes and missed a lot of threes, but the beauty of MPJ is that we know that it only takes 1 game. It only takes 1 3 to see it go in at the right time in the right game. And that's it. It's curtains. So, I think we hit 10 minutes. Dope. That was a ramble. I truly did want to stick to the ramble vibe of this video, and I didn't want to put too many things down. I literally, hold on, I have to show you. I only have 2 notes written down. I stuck to my word. And honestly, I'm pretty proud of myself for being able to stick to a ramble, because I'm someone who doesn't typically like to do that with these types of videos. I like having the research. I like having the numbers up. I like having certain, big performance game stuff readily available, but I liked it. I think this was nice, and I think I might incorporate this into the content schedule. So let me know what you thought. I'm gonna edit this video now because there is a game at 5:30, the Knicks and Bucks IST quarterfinal game. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna edit. I'm gonna see y'all later when this uploads. Peace out.